scheme, no matter the facts, no matter what the rest of the world does, or hard-working, ordinary National Party members up and down this country who say that New Zealand should actually stick to its promise and tuck in beside Australia rather than head off and lead the rest of the world.
Noble Dr. Nick Smith.
2 points, Mr Speaker. The first is that New Zealand is not way out ahead of the world. There are 38 countries with Kyoto commitments. 29 of those have emissions trading schemes. The second important point is that in Australia's budget, they announced $5.1 billion of subsidies for renewable energy. That is a cost on Australian taxpayers and businesses, and it is this government's view that our approach of an emissions trading scheme is more efficient and will actually better serve New Zealand's interests of reducing emissions at least cost.
Point of order. I think the first was the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr Speaker, I seek the leave of the House to table an excerpt from the OECD report of 2008 entitled Growing Unequal Income Distribution and Poverty in OECD Countries.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection.
That totally contradicts the Prime Minister's statement.
Order. Now, the member shouldn't do that. The member normally doesn't abuse the privileges of the House, and therefore I will overlook that. But he knows the House had given leave to table a document. There should be no further comment on it. The Honourable Cherry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker,
a point of order is now being heard.
I'm sorry to bring this up at this point, but we've had today, I think, at least 2 questions that have had to be repeated because of, and you were unable to hear them. A number of other people in the House have expressed the view they can't hear them. It does, again, point to the problems with the sound system in this House. And we had a discussion about this a couple of weeks ago. I'm wondering what you might be able to report about improving it, because it does seem to be an ongoing difficulty.
Indeed, the matter is being addressed. The designers of the system have been called back in to look again at the performance of the system to see what can be done to make it work better. It's my view, actually, that this week the system has been working a little better. I've got to say, in honesty, I feel some of the difficulties today have just been the noise in the House. And there's a danger the more we turn the sound system up, the more the louder members will get in their interjections, and we just get a progression towards bedlam. And so I would, while I accept absolutely we want to try and get the sound system performing better, there is actually an induction loop system available in the chamber. If members find they're in I'm aware, particularly at the back of the House, that there are some members who really sitting under the gallery who find it very difficult to hear. They can actually pick up from the Sergeant-at-Arms a receiver, and I understand that can be plugged in and they can use that to hear, but I do not consider that to be an adequate long-term solution at all. And that's why I am taking steps to make sure the system performs better. But I do stress today, I think the problem has in large part been members making a lot of noise. Question number 4, the Honourable David